Welcome to Berkeley and California Memorial Stadium, where this crowd has been in since early in the day, saying, you know it, you tell the story, you tell the whole world that this is Bear territory. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 11th-ranked team in the land, the California Golden Bear. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Rebels will kick it away to start us off. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First down for this offense. They'll go to the ground. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Rolls it in. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
He makes the connection. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback checking off. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Catch in the middle, it's Williams.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
The give to the tailback. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Across the 25. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You know, it can be tough to throw slant routes, especially into zone coverage. The timing has got to be so precise and perfect to try to fit it in that window, and they weren't able to do it on that one.
After the missed connection, it's second down. And off to Jones. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He wants to go deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. K-State has the lead right now. The Little Apple has been buzzing all week. This game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They are up by 7 over Alabama. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Floats it out in space. They get him down after he makes the catch.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Throws to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's
going up top. Caught at the 25. Touchdown, Rebels. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And how about the bomb, the long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And he makes the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Power football with the run. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
Cal 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking for room. It's Ncaa. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. He unleashes a long one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Golden Bears send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the run. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The short hands, it's Jones. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
He wants to throw it again. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 1.
Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out and be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Feeling some heat. It's complete. Off he goes. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board, David.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. Quarterback checking the play. To the air, it's Mendoza. Scrambling away. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
He's there to make the stop.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Got his man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Stands in and takes the hit. And the ball is intercepted. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Cal! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Alabama. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
He'll take another shot here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And the offense clearly saying we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Handoff from the shotgun. He breaks a tackle. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. One more snap coming before halftime. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Big first down sack for the defense brings up second down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To throw, it's Mendoza. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Golden Bears will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
On second down, just keeps firing. Makes the catch. It's Io Manor. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
When you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of knowing. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Third and goal coming up here. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the offense, man, he couldn't find anybody open. Like, somebody's got to create some separation. Or what do I do? How about I throw a jump ball to one of my big receivers out wide that can go up and dunk on somebody's head and catch the football? Maybe find my big playmakers and try to force them the ball down here in the red zone.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his...
He's loose. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Here's the handoff. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And the Rebels will have it 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Gets away. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss.
You got to keep chasing and keep defending. When you got scrambling QBs that get outside the pocket, you got to keep defending down the field and keep coverage on the wide receivers. And good job with pursuit drill, running them down, making them run out of bounds, and that counts in the record books for a sack. Give me one of those, please.
Dropping back, it's Howard. It's complete to the left. Headed to the end zone. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Quarterback looks for a little space. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. They'll try to sneak it. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Trying to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago, now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Ole Miss 28, Cal 17.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He spins that thing down the middle.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Pressure, looking to take a shot. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
And he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the 4th quarter. One more carry, and this guy could eclipse the 100-yard mark.
He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Coming after it. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week. And
he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Rebels! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Mendoza. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Looking to pass on second down. Snags it. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And the stomping has commenced. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hunter. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They could make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You got to execute and you got to lock in.
Still some work to do after that last completion. It's second down. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Trying to get to him. Got him downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Golden Bears want to move quickly.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still...
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you.
He's going to fire deep. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. The give, and tick, 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 tick. That stiff arm got him a little space, but he'll be knocked down at the 11.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Got his man out of the backfield.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
This time they'll go to the running game. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really